I think we just reached our goal.
GG.
Clark Dever coming in with the clutch.
And I
that clutch dono.
And I pop into
Yes.
that. I'm going to pop open any of the stream team folks who are listening. Go into the chat. I'm popping and open the chat, and I'm just gonna put this on here and make it bigger. And we'll turn. You can turn your camera on, and if you want, everybody get in here. Your audio is on. Holy crap!
Hi, Clark. Thank you.
Holy crap!
Thank you, Matt Rock.
Shout out for Matt. $5
Thanks so
donation.
much for showing us
Woohoo.
2,600
Matt.
tech.
I said prices.
We still got-
prices right rules. It's over.
Still got a couple hours.
No overflow. Holy crap! Oh wow!
Reset.
Like if anybody wants to turn their cameras on, that's cool because you're on the stream now with just your heads from Discord. Thank you everybody for coming through. Clark putting it over, hitting the number, the fadeaway jumper. That's amazing.
I couldn't do the math.
Thank
Luckily,
you.
someone in chat did the math for me, so I just had to copy and paste.
I think Brian did that.
Oh, hey, Arsenio's here in the chat.
Yo, what's up,
Hey,
Arsenio? What's up, all the FGC folks that stuck around and kept the hype going? That was awesome. Thank you, everybody, for kind of following through and keeping everything rocking. I can't believe when we started planning this event, like it's a virtual event. We haven't done something like this. We had a lot of different ways we could do it. We knew it was going to be chaos because we hadn't done it before. We knew there was going to be trials and tribulations along the way. A lot of planning went into this. A lot of the people that you're seeing on screen right now, or even if it's just their icons, if they won't turn their camera on. If you're in the old Zoom meeting, you can close that on.
Yo, I just want to say, like, I came
mine's
in
on stream because
with
you can't
that-
see me on the other one. Mine's on
Yeah.
stream.
I got Twitch open. I can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That donation, I came in with it because the chat was so hype. Like, people are like vibing so hard. I was like, all right, we gotta cross this threshold and make that bar a little bigger.
Hell yeah, the bar has officially overflowed. That is going to release another $5,000 onto the top of what we hit, which is crazy. I'm gonna have to pop this. I'm gonna have to change off this overlay again, but yeah, unbelievable. Like I said, when we kind of started talking, we were like, if we can do some things and we can have some fun with it, we can test the waters. But then when we started planning this, it was like, I don't know, June maybe, and we were kind of just talking about like what's the art of the possible. We definitely started getting into the idea of what we could do. We had no idea that we'd be sitting here in almost Thanksgiving, everybody's still at home. Like, this wasn't even a thought really at the time. We thought that things would cool down, and little did we know at the time that this would be the scenario and where we would be right now. So where we thought this was going to be a nice, cool thing, we could do a fun thing for the community, and if we can kind of get some support with it too, that'd be great. And then it became more of a, well, we kind of need to do this. And then when we kind of put out that call, like, we can't really do anything, and we're not going to just do something and make it be unsafe. That to see the people come out with this kind of support, and I'm hearing Zelda again. Bill Stew coming through.
Main Street, Suite 454.
Damn right, with a $24.95 donation. If you guys missed that, he donated $24.95, and the comment was Main Street, Suite 454. $24.95 Main Street, Suite 454, baby. That's right.
The support has been incredible today. I can't even explain it.
All day. This is 10 and a half hours I've been sitting here for the most part, short of like bathroom breaks and getting a meal. We've been.
I was worried anybody was even going to tune in and watch. So it's amazing to see everybody come together and how much everybody cares, even that we're so far removed from being together and being able to see one another, that everybody's still getting together and caring about what happens to the space, and it's meant a lot today.
Well, and
Yo, I
one of the
also
things
wanted
we
to take a
talked-
moment to thank Matt because I kind of like ended his tutorial, but that was awesome, Matt. Thank you for for sharing all the Atari intricacies. That was really cool.
Well, it's meant to make you be curious or maybe not do it. I'd also say, you know, when the COVID stuff, when it was clear it was getting bad, we kind of had some internal conversations with our like advisory board and board of directors saying, okay, so do we change our mission? Do we try and branch out? Do we become like a regional thing, or do we focus broader? And we realized that no, we're about Buffalo and this area, and we're about the people here, and the, you know, and we love everyone ever support us, but we want to be here to have events, and we can't do that right now. But that's the goal. It's the community and the events and being a local community. And I think that's really what's been so great, is seeing people support us in that mission and seeing how important the space was to people. And it's just been exceeded our wildest expectations, and it's just been great. So just thank you everybody who watched. Thank you people who donated. Thanks to the fighting game community for really coming out. I can't wait to see you in the space again when we can open. Thanks to all the developers. Thanks to Kendall for her incredibly generous donation and that great interview. Thanks to Ryan for the amazing video. Just thanks to everybody. It's just been amazing. And I mean, we still have more to do, but I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, big time. And I see some people that are in chat that you have access to this chat, so get your butts in here. But the it's been great. I really thought, a lot of really cool stuff today. I think Quasi's opening it up. We saw 2 brand new games that are being made by people here in Buffalo, just like basically world premieres. One of them got, they both got played live on the stream. So it's not even just like, and then we kind of even went back and we saw stuff that went back 7-8 years of things just got made, silly stuff that where have we come from there. And it's wild is kind of to see the progression, and then also to hear kind of what it has meant to a lot of people. I think when Kendall was, she asked that in the panel, which seems like a lifetime ago, but it was earlier today, and when to hear what people it has meant to people and how much it's changed everybody's kind of lives, and how much is she was saying it basically, that's what she's doing now. She learned all these skills, and that's kind of impacted her career, and she's got into other things, and she's making her own games, and it's awesome. And that's just one example. But it was really, I thought that it was really great, you hear those things, because a lot of times you do this stuff and you try really hard, and everybody knows that it works in these things. And I know that we're not all here right now, but between the board of directors and the advisory board and just the general members and the people who have memberships in co-work, or people who come through and do podcasts, or the FGC, or the wider startup community that's been very supportive, the even the local schools that have come through and helped us with stuff or asked for help with things, and the things that we've done, even our past sponsors and doing the crazy things we've done. Every once in a while you do all this stuff, and sometimes you don't realize the impact that it's having on people, and what it allows people to do that they wouldn't otherwise do. It gives them a place to go to play games, to make games, to learn these skills that could get them a job that can change their trajectory of their whole life. And it's hard to capture that when you're just kind of in it and doing it. And it's great to kind of hear it sometimes. And even when people come through and they do things like the high school game jam, and those kids leave, and a lot of times the people who come through and do them, they don't know what happens to those kids after that. And every once in a while we'll get a letter or a message from a teacher and be like, hey, this student was really blown away and moved by what they saw, and they're going to school for this now. They just got into this college. They put the game they made at the high school game jam on their college application, and so they're this is what they want to do, and and it worked, and they're going, and that stuff is amazing to see, and we don't all get to see it all the time. And now we just got another donation. That's awesome. Chaotic Chicken. Is that another
Most
random name?
excellent dudes.
Hi, Mark. Thank you.
That wasn't me.
No, not you.
Oh.
That's my buddy Mark Gruber. He's a good dude.
MacGruber.
Well, thank you.
MacGruber's a freaking genius.
We need to.
Yeah, he gets that a lot.
You need to update that the goal, that life bar. You need a new life bar.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I gotta look at that. Let me take a look.
It's gonna fall out at the end. We're gonna break it.
No, don't
everything.
break-
Everything that Futch has been saying is so true. I mean, there's just so many great people in this community, and so much support. I want to tell a little anecdote about Ryan. I was moving out of my last house, and I had never actually hung out with Ryan in person, and he like helped me load the last stuff out of my garage in this last minute hustle because our pod didn't get dropped off till the morning of that we had to be out. And like that's just such a quintessential story of the game space community. And so just I'm so stoked that everyone's here doing such great work, and the development of the events and the type of educational content that's produced, and then just the fun games, man, and the fun parties. I've had so many great times over the past couple years with everyone. So just thanks to the whole community.
Cheers to that. I may or may not have gotten myself a little celebration beverage for myself.
I didn't know if that was allowed or not.
gotta be,
Nothing's
off
happened.
screen.
It's orange juice or apple juice.
I'll drink
Yeah, this
myself
is
a tall
apple
glass
juice.
of water.
Likewise, I'm there with you.
Congrats, y'all. Thank you.
So yeah, great. This is awesome.
Yeah, like I am a senior software engineer. I have been on this trek for about 5 or 6 years now. Like I used to be in marketing and I pivoted to programming, and I was able to make that pivot because I met Mark at the game space, and that was my first professional developer job. Like that was like it. Transitioning careers is difficult enough. Like it was being able to network through this space that I was able to do that. Like I owe this space that. And also like I've gained some amazing friends from this place, and 2 stellar roommates that I lived with for years. Like it's a great awesome thing.
Yeah, I mean,
So I'm really stoked on today.
for real. I mean, I can't even count anymore how many people that I know that have gotten jobs from something they did at the game space or somebody they met at the game space. I know I've directly hired people from people I knew at the game space.
Same.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say there's been a lot of jobs created from the game space.
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, and we know that they're gonna work out because if they're doing the stuff, it's kind of awesome. They've already been kind of trialed by fire if they made it through game jam kind of thing, and stuff like that. It's awesome. Man.
Yo, if you're in chat and you haven't donated but you have your Prime subscription, drop it right here. Let's get it. Let's go team.
Oh, all right, Skype. If you did a PayPal donation, I'm going to go get that for you right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up directly, but we can get it. So let me get that for you right now.
Zumo
Thanks,
13.
Azumo.
Yeah.
So I'm saying
Hey,
Skype.
John,
I'm saying
One of our guys
John.
donated through the normal donation link. Is there any way to individually shout those out?
Is
by
it
looking at them?
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Let me get that for you right now. Absolutely. We've been doing that as much as we can. Everybody
Thanks, Destry,
should
for the
get
sub. Prime subs all
everybody
day.
should get
Thank
pop-ups, and they have to make sure that Batman gets involved always.
Also, speaking of community, I had some concerns about moderating chat, but literally there was only one person who was a problem in the entire 12 hours. So thank you everyone for being a great chat and being a great audience and being positive.
Awesome. Jonathan, thank you
yes.
so much.
Thank
Batman
you,
approves.
Jonathan.
Thank you for that $50 donation. That is awesome.
I love that we're at $20,099.95. It's like a car price. Right there.
I mean, to be fair with our match, that's 25,990.
Yeah.
we can buy
Yeah.
we can buy a CRV.
This
not a
overlay needs to
Civic.
get switched up. Yeah, the matching is officially over. Sorry to tell everybody, but we have
Unless
hit,
someone comes in strong with a match right now.
but we have
The stream isn't over and the donating's not over. Just
Yeah.
a man.
Who
Just a
owns
ma-
some companies?
but we hit we hit. I'd like to see if I can. I'm trying to look in Streamlabs. I just don't want to drop the whole thing off. I kind of like that it's overflowed. But yes, another 5,000 released on top of that. So we're currently looking at 25,099.95 right now, over the course of the day. That is amazing. You know, I
Incredible.
didn't expect. You know, I had hopes, but I didn't expect we'd be sitting here looking at this.
I
Right
mean,
now.
brass
Winston's
tacks.
here for the news.
When we were discussing this, our like this would be great. This would be beyond successful. Was a $15,000, and we way past that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Net Nomad asks, "Are we gonna learn the super secret sponsor because we hit the number?"
So hopefully, we're just not doing it right now because there's contracts involved. But we're just waiting for legal to give the high sign. If legal gives the high sign, then the super secret donator will get called out for its super special thanks after this is over. But it doesn't change that they're pledged to the space. And thank you for
Angelo Guy 07. Thanks for the $5.
It's not Atari.
Oh, wah, wah.
It's not Atari. That's true.
Yeah. So have you guys watched the High Score documentary on Netflix? It's awesome. Speaking of Atari, because they have a whole episode on the video game crash, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
plug that right now.
Yeah.
There's some great like personal anecdotes from like great devs of the past. They have is it Romero from id, and
Yep.
I don't know, just a lot of great like stories told in it. It's fun.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people told me I need to check that out, and I've not seen it yet. Yeah, I mean,
Same.
so I don't even know, like, we've got like an hour and 20 kind of left of what we said we were gonna do. What should we do?
Play games. Stream.
I mean, we could fire up some What the Dub, maybe, if Mark is up for that. We could fire up some other stuff. Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
Sure.
I just wanted to see some more Buffalo Drift. Did anybody leave the game running so we got massive traffic now?
No, I turned it off earlier, but it can be turned on again for sure.
Yeah, more
Right.
gem. We show more gem games.
Sorry, I wasn't muted.
All right, I mean, I can turn Buffalo Drift on. We can just keep talking. Let me see here.
Do you have like a previous build of it where there's just way too much stuff going on?
No, it's all live. It's a jam game. Oh,
This is a previous build of a jam game. How many builds do you think you make of a jam game? There's
shy.
one. You make
Donated
one.
$1.05.
5 minutes before.
Nervous UWU.
Yeah, I did. There's no pre-baked ones, and theoretically I could, but none of that stuff. It all lives in volatile memory. Like it doesn't write out like the car paths to a file that I can load again later. It's all in RAM. So then once the game shuts off, it's gone.
Shy balanced it back to an even number. Chaos is not reigning supreme at this time.
He said he could do a surprise junk puncher demo.
Get him back in here.
Yeah, I did.
I could also
Do it up.
have a request for maybe just do one round.
You
They
guys
could
should
tell a
also.
couple people.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I know you had concerns about Twitch and music, but I mean, you guys licensed the music, right, for Freedom Finger?
Yeah, that doesn't always matter though. Unfortunately, I don't want to mess with our Twitch account, not knowing the details of it all.
All right. Because I mean, that's a really impressive game that came primarily out of Space members. So.
and a lot of oh, uh-oh.
Song says we could sing in freestyle.
No, nobody wants that. $1,000, we'll sing.
Yeah, I'll sing whatever you want for $1,000.
Don't tempt me. I'll drop another 2 on you guys, then you all have to sing.
So,
I'm calling that bluff.
No, but for real though, including the 100 and change that's in there right now, I'm matching up to the next $200.
nice.
Thank
Alright.
you. Gauntlet dropped. Let's go, chat.
So we got 84 to make
Get her done.
shell it out. 84
Told
bucks
you
for
guys,
another.
20,000. We're not done.
Yeah. So I'm saying we need that new life bar.
Yeah, the hype doesn't stop here.
So I could fire up a couple of things. I could get drift back going. Let's see here.
The last thing anybody wants to do is hear me sing. I'll guarantee you that.
I just don't know how.
Matt, that
loud
is a
it's gonna be.
spooky background.
Yeah, and if you want to
Probably the
see
spookiest.
why the cat knocked down the screen behind me, look at all the look at how much damage they've done.
Wow.
I'm gonna try this.
Just
Tell me if this is
asking
tell me if this
questions,
is too loud or if this is like a thing that's a problem. Is that too loud?
I have no idea. I don't have the stream up.
Nobody can hear
Yeah, I
it.
don't have the stream up. I'm just in Discord.
It's a little loud.
So I'm gonna try to switch this, and then I'll play this for a second. What? Ryan dropping double gauntlet drops.
What?
Thanks, Kendall.
Thanks, Candle.
Oh, you are very welcome.
Oh, dodge. Alright, here we go.
I love the enthusiasm.
Alright, so we got another world premiere side project. Tell me if it's too loud. And we're gonna give this a go. This is Freestyle Fury. All the design and music was done by Dave Meza, who's currently under the weather, unfortunately. But he had some really cool music for it. Art.
This was a jam game, right?
This wasn't a jam game. This was a side project game that came out of somebody who came to a jam. The animation and art was done by people here in Buffalo. The music and design also. And I did a lot of the design and I wrote the code and did all that stuff. And it's kind of designed to be kind of like a crazier, kind of like animated Space Harrier Captain N kind of thing.
What's the control scheme like?
It's like twin stick. You can move left or right, and that little red line is like the stick you're aiming. So it's not twin stick, it's like one stick, I'm sorry. Use that, and then you can dodge, which you can't be hit while you're dodging. Then you can attack, like that. And if you get an attack, it'll drop the shields of those other enemies that can shoot. Those things at the bottom will hurt you if you hit them. Those rocks. So basically it's move with one stick and then use attack or dodge.
Ooh, Tiger Shark coming in strong. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Match power.
Thank you, Candle.
Thank you, Kendall. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Tiger Shark. Woohoo.
I haven't seen this updated build yet. It's really good.
So, John, when you're slicing through those bad guys, are the sprites slicing where you actually hit them? Or
Yes,
is it-
yes they are. I'm drawing a line through them and cutting them into two pieces, and then launching them, and they go flying, and when they hit the ground, they explode, and they do a deformation to the grid where they land on the grid.
So you just using a mask for that, or how you doing that?
Oh, whoops! What'd I do? Uh-oh,
You
I quit
died.
it.
You dead.
Oh, everybody can see. Everybody can see behind the scenes. Don't pay no attention to the behind the curtain.
It's turtles all the way down.
Me and you forever.
Which is all the way down.
he pre-generates every possible combination of sprite
Yeah,
slices.
right.
It's like 400 gigabytes.
Yeah, so no, you do actually, wherever you slice it along that line, it picks like the beginning and the end line, and it cuts across that. What starts as a sprite ends up as two meshes that are created that have two parts of the thing. Then I add a collider to them, add forces, so they spin up and fly. When they hit the ground, basically when they hit a certain point in space, they'll detonate. When they detonate, it plays a explosion animation, and then it also puts a color and deforms the grid. If people who saw DOS Wave earlier, this is the same kind of grid system I used for DOS Wave. So it actually deforms the grid when you land and jump, or when that explosion goes on. Oh boy, I own my Wii U legit. Donated $20. I know who that is. Thank you.
Thank you for the warm and supportive atmosphere. Hope to see y'all soon in Meat Space.
Thank you for the donation there.
Thank you for the donation.
Wobbly grid is a cool effect. Thank you so much. I was working on that.
What is the story behind Meat Space? I don't think I've heard this one.
Meat space.
Meat space is
cyberspace.
it's just the opposite of so you can see like when you jump and you land on the grid, it kind of like wobbles. And same thing happens when you get an explosion with these guys. It discolors.
Alright, it's a big question. What's the release date?
Well, right now we're looking at basically proof of concept, right?
When's the release date?
July 23rd, year to be determined.
No,
Is this gonna come out before?
Oh,
At least you picked a real date. I did not pick real dates.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this coming out before Shotgun Farmers 2?
Coming
I
out
heard
before
about that game.
Cyberpunk.
Coming out before Cyberpunk.
But will it launch before StarCraft Ghosts? Butch, are you releasing this on the Dolphin or the Phantom?
the what?
The Dolphin.
Oh, the Dolphin? Nintendo Ultra?
Yeah.
Wasn't the game
available in
GameCube
VR?
was the Dolphin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's available in VR, but you have to jump and do the flips yourself.
I tried that. It's very uncomfortable. Oh. So we're still too.
Why we legit brings up a good point. Where is Butch's beard to?
You gotta ask Damon. Call on him.
Futch's Nightmare. We played Futch's Nightmare earlier on the stream.
I think it was Butch's Nightmare that drove Damon out of Game Dev.
No, that was a different game, and it wasn't even so.
It was the hinge joint, right?
It was the hinge joints. He lost his mind on.
Joint on the beard or whatever.
Yeah.
That
It was
farmer.
it was called like grit. Oh. So those shielded enemies, when they come out, you can't hit them until you kill a certain number of regular enemies, and then they drop their shields. And so they're very deadly. All right, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm going. Why did I quit? I didn't mean to. I'll do one more, and then I'll stop playing this.
I've
Junk
Family
Puncher's
member.
about ready.
Oh yeah, I got it ready to go whenever you guys are ready.
Nice.
I had to pound that sandwich down, but we're good to go.
Yeah, and Dave made this is just one of the tracks Dave made. Dave made like 6 or 7. He basically made an album almost for this game already. These are like 7 or 8 tracks. They're all very different and very cool. Part of the name freestyle, it's not even so much people think like freestyle like movement or whatever, but it's actually he was inspired by Latin freestyle from the 90s, like that like kind of almost like pop freestyle music from the 90s, and there's some other there's kind of some electronic technical kind of stuff in here, but there's also some kind of like kind of poppy Latin freestyle stuff that he made that's pretty cool. So this is only showcased one of the tracks, but I think I actually listen to some of the music he's made for this game when I'm working sometimes, because it's pretty legit.
I don't know what the rest of the stream thinks, but we got a message that basically we can only hear you, John, talking, so everyone else is quiet comparatively.
I think the game's just too loud. When I die, it'll be okay after the game.
too dang loud.
If it's too loud, you're too old.
Doing up-to-date music references, I see.
I was doing Back to the Future references.
Yeah, that like 40-year-old movie.
Yeah, which is one of the best movies ever made. So I don't
It's
know
a
what you're
pretty
talking
great
about.
movie.
You could take or leave the sequels, but that first movie is perfect.
They have the replica DeLorean at Universal Studios. It's actually pretty cool to see.
Ah,
Hey Mark, if you ever run out of public domain movies that you need, you might want to look up Godfrey Ho's library because he cut his own movies into public domain movies.
oh, and I'm
check it out.
down.
And he made like 170 movies in 10 years.
Yeah, definitely remind me that off stream.
Yeah,
I've been,
just say, hey Brian, you were going to tell me about a bad movie guy who used public domain. I'll give you all the intel.
yeah, because I've been
Okay.
just raiding archive.org. So
Yeah, we're definitely quiet in the chat. I
Yep.
just hopped over to check.
For sure. I think it was just because it was too loud. Try again.
can
you hear us now, chat?
How about everybody hear them now? I think the game was just blowing out the rest of the stuff.
How we doing? How we doing?
I don't know.
I look so angry. I
All
gotta
right,
smile.
are
more.
we any louder, guys? Stream chat, let us know.
There they are. I
Sound-
think you guys were
sounds
just
better.
you're just buried under the beats, and the slicings and explosions. So sorry if the other stuff got turned down because more outrun.
Philosophical.
So more outrun than vaporwave was inspiration. Kavinsky and Carpenter Brute def,
hey,
and
Fletch,
that was
we
that was
had-
Dave saying that.
We had another donation directly through PayPal from one of our guys.
Awesome. Let me go round that up.
Well, why don't we get
If
well,
Anthony is in
Junk
stream,
Puncher
you want to
streaming?
share
It's
it?
going.
Just
Well, I'm here.
gotta stream it into go live in the Discord, and I will get it up.
Let me turn it on. You guys let me know if the audio is a problem. We can turn it down.
Oh, actually, we got a couple coming in, so let me get these in the jam here.
Woot woot. Let's go.
What is this editor?
All right, let's see. Oh, I broke it. Now I'm gonna unbreak it. Yeah, I don't have a build to. I don't hear. There it goes.
There we go.
Oh, hold on,
Just gotta wait
hold on,
for
hold on.
John to set it up.
I think I might be a little loud on my end, so I'm gonna.
Dave with the $50 donation.
And
Shout out to Dave.
yeah,
Shout
big
out.
shout out to Dave.
Let me know when we're good on those donations.
Heck,
James with the $50 donation.
Hell
James,
yeah,
thank you so much.
absolutely.
That next $1,000 threshold that should be a goal, but it's not because we haven't updated that yet. We're getting there.
Did Kendall drop her match like directly into the
Yeah.
stream? All right, I must have just missed it when I was going. Thank you, Kendall and Ryan.
I threw it in as Tiger Shark, so.
Yeah,
that's
no,
why.
that's awesome. Just like you just you and Ryan are dropping. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put up 200. He's like, I got that right here. Like what? Let me check my
Checkmate,
pockets.
yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
No, Sherry beat me. Kendall graciously donated $2,000 earlier, so
Yeah, she's
I dare anyone in chat to top that. Do it right now.
Yeah.
Well,
you,
You won't do it,
Damn,
chat. You
can
won't
say
do
it.
it.
Look like that.
So
But I believe
made-
James was my friend Cruiser, who's from my bad movie group, actually, that I stream every Friday. So shout outs to him for
Thank you,
supporting
James.
us.
You make bad movies or you watch bad movies?
We watch
What'd you watch
really, really
recently?
bad movies.
Well, I've watched some doozies recently.
So I
Yeah.
just went live with Anthony's
Yep.
window. People should
I'll invite
see
any of you to the Discord anytime
Junk
you want
Puncher.
to.
We could probably close
He's-
this Zoom chat
He's
down.
getting
now,
the
I think.
worst of the worst yet.
all right. Well, let me. I guess let me jump back on here, get Junk Puncher going. So, let me know if the audio's good.
I can hear it, which means
Yep.
the stream should be able to hear it.
How are we all volumed with it? Is everybody audible?
Yeah, where the chat talk is is mixed way higher than the music, so should be
Okay, cool.
okay.
So for those that don't know, Junk Puncher is the newest game from Neon Deity Games. We've been working on it for about a year and a half-ish now, and it's our love letter to the late era NES action platformer, and this is the latest build. I can't guarantee that it won't be broken because I think we broke a couple of things last night, but I just have to remember to not trigger those things while we're playing. So we wanted the basic 2-button gameplay from the NES days, since the controller only had the 2 buttons. So A and X on the Xbox controller does your jump and your punch, or your kick if you're in the air, and that's basically the controls as the game starts. We added the ability to punch the junk, so now you can break the boxes and the garbage cans. You got a little apple core action going on. I think that might be the first time you guys have seen that. I can't remember.
I mean, I was wondering for all this time why it was called Junk Puncher. Now we know.
So we added these little enemies now too. We got these little watcher drones. They kind of patrol back and forth, and they got this field, this light field that if you fall into it, there's no sound effect for it yet, but they just spawn enemies until you deal with them. We spent the last, probably about a year now, kind of like refining a lot of what the game is. Like a lot of what's in this build is new from the build we showed last year at BGS, but we've refined a lot of stuff like the camera systems. We've added some enemies. The camera system has really been the biggest thing that we've been contending with, and it's finally, I think, where we need it to be. This guy's broken. He doesn't react right now when you're on the truck. I don't know why. He's supposed to shoot you. But if you punch him, he does start shooting you, but backwards. So
He wants to be your friend.
So
Nice.
I own my Wii U legit. Brings up a good point that when you punch the garbage cans, not only should there be an apple core, but you need a water bottle in there.
Apple Water Gang, you're right.
Oh man, I saw that
Alright,
call
well, I'm
out
gonna add
earlier.
that to the Trello when I'm done.
I love it.
So we've added water to the sewers that pushes you. So that's a new, little new feature.
Oh man, it feels very Bionic Commando.
Batman.
Batman.
Those are both games I think we're drawing from for sure.
Yeah. I do feel a lot of Batman with your game here, especially like because that's so melee focused.
Yeah.
At least like as your base weapon.
We've added a little bit of polish to the sewers. We got these lids now with the water coming out of them that you can jump on.
Oh, nice.
This camera looks right now. It did not for a long time, and we finally got it after a couple of months of trying to figure out why we didn't have it. But we're there. So you can't really go anywhere here. And what do? Well,
Oh, you got to punch.
punch the junk. And it opened up the sewers.
When you guys
you-
told me Junk Puncher, I was expecting him to go around like hitting dudes in nuts all day.
That is definitely something you can do, and I will show it off at the next enemy with junk to punch.
Punch that junk.
Oh, I died.
Oh, that's a nice.
Oh,
That's a nice
dang.
animation there. I haven't seen that one before.
It's like no, no.
So purple.
Yeah, it's got the right color masking on the water.
So is the
For a little
camera
while, his
something?
face was blue, but the rest of him just stayed the right color, and it looked weird, and we couldn't figure out why. And then it kind of dawned on us: oh yeah, he's in the water. His whole body should change color. Little things you don't think of.
Destry Hawk says this is such fun level design.
Thank you.
There's a lot of kind words in chat right now, in general.
Thanks, guys. I wish I could see you guys in the chat right now, but my computer doesn't like to run multiple things at once because my internet sucks. Because Spectrum's great. Here's the dogs sign. Just wanted to show that off. I love dogs. And then there's dogs.
Your guys' sprite work in your games is always excellent. I love it.
Right now, if I break this barrel, it crashes the game. So I'm not going to.
Do it. Do
It's
it.
like
Do
you're
it.
talking at- You're talking.
I want why? What? Do you know why?
think we haven't updated. So the box breaks and we updated that, and it goes. I think we made the barrel a super long time ago, and the code's just super outdated. Last night we discovered that if you punch the barrel to death, the game freezes and then just restarts. And I could not, for the life of me, tell you why.
Ship it.
Clearly, because you forgot to dereference the null pointer.
That was so close to almost being right.
I mean, when I instantiated
I don't
the
know if
barrel,
anybody remembers that, but I'm quoting Bret Hart from an old WWE commercial.
Seriously?
Yeah, he was.
Oh
like,
yeah, you're right. They did a thing where he like went to a game studio or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
So
Yeah.
another often requested feature that we put in. You can punch the bullets now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're
I
punching
did-
with your robot
Yeah,
hand,
the
what
game is
up?
Amazing.
And that's the other
Hell
thing. See if I
yeah.
can time it right. So, if you punch the bullets with your robot hand, but if you try to punch them with your non-robot hand, it doesn't work.
Oh, you actually? Oh, wait. All right.
Oh,
How do you know which one's gonna be? Is it always a combo?
Second hit in the combo is the non-robot hand. Also,
okay.
you can punch the leaves.
Oh, such realism.
Does
Aw.
that
Net
Oh.
Nomad.
I think you should have just kept
That
doing that
nomad
for the
ass.
next 20 minutes. You should have just kept doing that.
Sorry, a little houseplant violence for you there, Kendall. I apologize.
Kendall,
Oh.
you just ruined Kendall's day.
Net Nomad was asking if you can pet the dog in Junk Puncher.
You can't pet this dog. I will not say whether or not there won't be a dog in the future you can pet.
I saw that you punched the dog.
Oh, nice.
You
I haven't,
like
punch the
petting
dog
him.
in
I
the
haven't
junk,
seen,
though.
I haven't seen this
It's
yet.
like petting him really hard.
Wow.
Oh. That's how I pet my dogs.
What?
You gotta do it so they can feel it.
Oh my goodness.
That's Simpsons. You gotta pet them. You just pet them harder. You gotta push down.
Oh man, there's
we're
a
currently
Peter
trying to figure
Pan.
out what we want to do with these balcony, these scaffoldings. We kind of like the idea of there being something else active. I don't know if maybe we want to make them fall, but then I don't want to make it so you can't get up. So
Yeah.
haven't quite figured out what to do here yet. They're cool, but they're kind of unexciting.
I mean, if you made them even like a little springy, where you kind of like they're like almost like canopies you'd be springing off of,
Awnings.
like
I like
awnings.
that.
Yeah.
I'll
It's a little
bring that up
boing.
next time.
Kind
we're-
of like
we're done.
you had the manholes like that, right?
yeah,
Like in the sewer.
yeah,
yeah.
it would work very similarly. Maybe that's what
Yeah.
to do, Fletch. I think
And if you
nailed it.
if you timed it right, you could get some extra height. So like do it quicker.
I own my Wii U legit saying that that plant looks like Peter Pantsless should be standing behind it.
Well, so
Parallax.
this is Wayne. Peter Pantsless was Quasi's pixel art, but yes, Peter Pantsless would be a great Easter egg to just have like in one of these like office rooms to just have like a Peter Pantsless just like stand. He doesn't even have to do something. He's just standing in the background.
He just runs
Maybe we'll
away
do a
with
Peter
no
Pan
pants on.
cameo.
Like, not even runs away. He just
Like-
stands there behind a plant and just kind of stands there.
What?
Oh.
Doesn't come out.
Ozzy's
I would
back.
expect at least 20% royalties for that.
Ah,
I feel
if you
like
say Peter
between-
Pantsless 3 times, Quasi appears.
I mean, earlier we played Triple Threat earlier, and Stevie appeared. So I think that's just the
That's the
that's
trick.
the trick.
Between the lack of pants and the dog punching, you're really messing with your ESRB ratings here.
Oh,
Man,
she.
don't even get me started on the ESRB, okay?
Sure, we'll talk Peggy instead.
Hey Quasi, did you see that we hit our goal?
I did, yeah. Seems like we've destroyed the goal. That's awesome.
Where's your suit, man? What are you wearing?
Oh, I never found it.
This whole time you should have been looking.
I was. I've been doing nothing but looking this entire time, and I came to tell
You
you
had
guys I can't find it.
One job, Quasi.
I think I put it in an unmarked bin in the attic, and I can't find which bin it is.
My kid called you out, Quasi. She said, "Oh, did he dress up like a banana?" I said, "No." He said he would. So,
Wow.
disappointing children.
That's what I do. Quasi TV disappointing children since 2020.
So speaking of goals, we have a new one, and it's attainable. We use a reasonable goal.
So yeah, that's the current build of Junk Puncher.
Right on. Yeah,
great.
it definitely added some cool new stuff there.
I really like the new stuff. Being able to punch the bullets, I feel is a really nice step for this game.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if we want to have bullets that you can and can't punch, and how we're going to visually distinguish that. Just there's certain things that like we didn't necessarily plan for when showing the game off that people asked for, but then they make sense. Like punching the bullets feels like something you should be able to do given the melee aspect. So those of you who said that in the past, you were right.
So Dave jumped in and said there should be an achievement in this game called the Triple Lindy if you jump off the highest awning.
Perhaps there will be. I like that.
And then also there was a call out of RIP Sweet Plants. They don't deserve this.
Have you considered being able to grab your enemy's weapons and using them yourself, since you have?
Oh, that sounds like a good mechanic.
Now we want royalties.
Yeah, but you can only do that with the.
By the time
second
this game's
punch.
done, you're just gonna owe everybody in the BGS money.
We've discussed at great length the idea, and I know that was mostly a joke, but we've discussed at great length the idea of ranged combat versus melee base, and I think we're sticking to the melee base. We've joked about having like maybe a mode after you can unlock where you have some kind of projectile, but we haven't really gotten that far.
I feel like the projectile would have to be a punch. Like you'd have to be shooting a fist.
It would have to be something like that, yeah.
But it wouldn't be a fist; it'd be a finger.
Is there anything else in the build you guys want me to show off before I stop sharing the screen?
I mean,
can you make
anything
it
else?
space?
Why not show Shimi, or is that not possible?
It's possible if somebody else has it on hand. I don't have it on this computer.
I believe I have it on Steam.
Oh, I hear Zelda.
I had a quick question. I saw at the end screen there. When
Royalty box.
Wow.
Yo,
Beep beep. Where are my royalties?
Where are my royalties?
you get $1.50 out of every 80 that you donate. So
Royalty bot, 8150. Thank you.
Awesome.
Is it true?
Thank
Is
you.
it true that if the enemy misses you, you can pick up a gun out of the wall in this game? Is that?
Is that a reference I don't get?
I don't know.
Wait, no, wait.
I thought you were gonna go for like wall chicken or something.
Shotgun farmers, and I'm.
Oh, all right.
I got you.
Like that.
Anthony, I saw in the thank you for playing screen, the Junk Punch Man was changing colors and like different skin colors. Is that going to be an actual thing in the game?
Yeah, we're gonna do palette swaps so everybody that we can think of can be accounted for and feel represented, and we're also gonna do gender swap as well.
Nice.
Cool.
There's no real narrative reason for this to be just a guy, so we're gonna keep it as generic as we can in that regard and let everybody kind of have an avatar that fits them as they see fit.
What do you guys call the main character internally? Besides Junk
Puncher.
Punch Man. Oh, Junk Puncher.
Doesn't really have a name right now.
Women represent.
Junk punch woman.
Hell yeah.
That's actually a fun fact about Shushimi that not a lot of people know, but the fishy is actually genderless. We've never assigned the fishy a gender.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
I did my best to embody that when I dressed up as the fishy for Halloween.
You pulled it off. You pulled it off nicely.
I forgot that happened.
Hey, I won second place or something. Stupid knight in armor.
Dave says the character's name is John K. Puncher.
K. Puncher.
A little on the nose.
John Puncher.
John and Joan K. Puncher.
do any of you guys actually
Joan
mess around with
Puncher.
Parsec at all?
What was that, Brian?
All right.
When do you guys mess around with Parsec?
FYI, now that he's not streaming, the Discord chat, if you want to go on in video in the Discord chat, you can turn your video on. You will be on stream, just letting you know that you're on camera.
As soon as I laugh like an idiot, that was good.
But there's a program Parsec that the fighting game community has kind of adopted to play non-online fighting games online. It basically you're just RDPing into somebody's computer and playing over an RDP. That might be a possibility for next time we showcase like the old multiplayer jam games to get those going between people.
Interesting.
Hard Trigger, thanks for the Prime sub.
I've heard of like
thanks.
game journalists using that, but I didn't realize it was a service that you could use externally.
Yeah, there's whole fighting game tournaments on Parsec now. So.
Sweet. I did not realize. I'm gonna hide the non-video participants. If anybody wants to be a video participant in the Discord chat, please do. You're on to be on stream.
Does anyone else in chat have their
Cameron's
Prime
broken
sub?
right now.
Because it's a great time to donate it.
I think I'm wearing
Guys,
pink.
we've crushed every goal today. Why not crush one more as we
Oh, yeah.
approach the last hour?
Yeah, I don't think this goal
One,
counts. This goal isn't counting memberships or Prime subs, or I don't know if bits are in it. Maybe they are.
No,
Um,
I don't think so.
Someone gifted me a Prime sub, I think, while I was running the interview earlier, and I never got to say thank you. So thank you very much if you're still around.
I can't turn off non-video participants. Oh, I don't know why. So
Which does this include pre-donations? Did we add those in at the start?
yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Pretty
So-
epic. Pretty epic.
I'm sure you guys want to figure out another game to play, but in the meantime, when you're trying to think of what it is, what are your favorite BGS moments?
We can't see you, Quasi. At least I can't.
What?
Favorite BGS moment is
I can
every
see me.
single Halloween party we've ever had. Those are the best.
So
Halloween parties have generally rocked.
we should just go back to
always
Zoom
been
for
fun.
video. FYI, I feel like if you want that up.
I know I don't partake too much in the game development side of things, but the best energy I always feel is at the beginning of global game jams, like the energy that everybody brings to the table and like how like ready to tackle the weekend they are, and like the creative stuff that we come up with for the pictures, the group pictures that you guys are going to take and themes and stuff like that. Those are generally my favorite moments on the game dev side of things.
Certainly, at least high up there was the game night events that we ran at Thin Man. Those were just packed and people just filling every game all night, and it was just a really good time on the whole.
Startup Scramble in the back of Allentown. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Back at Allen Street Hardware.
Yeah, back at
Well,
hardware.
That was a
Pile-
fun one.
For the sub.
We piled in there and yeah, showed some cool stuff. That was nutty. Yeah, the Thin Man stuff was cool, and it was funny because like we did that. We're kind of like, yeah, we want to come in and we'll set up games in this room. Like, where do you think we could set up? And they're like, well, we got these other places. We're like, nah. Like, what about over here? Like, it's kind of open. We could do a thing. They're like, yeah, whatever. Nobody goes in here. And we're like, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, we'll be good. Like, we'll take this room. So we went over. We did it, and then like that room was full that night, and the owners were like, oh, we have space in here we could do stuff with. And after we did that, they bought pinball machines and like foosball table. Like, they turned it into a game room, and I was like, yeah, that's right.
My buddy that helped us get in there in the first place, he ended up becoming the manager shortly after we ran the first one, and so he was just like, yo, let's go. So he, we inspired him for sure, though. Like, he was all about that, and he had a great time.
If COVID
Ooh,
ever ends, maybe we
Xor.
can go back.
Well, we know.
Thank you.
We know who this is. Thank you.
Or
Hi,
Wow,
Ryan.
how does everyone know who this is?
It's my brother.
Oh, thanks.
Even,
for this
even
story.
numbers reigning supreme again.
Even numbers back on top. Team Odd. You losing.
Get it together, Team Odd.
Team Odd's been getting crushed all night.
It's been
What was
interesting
the
back
big
and
fan?
forth.
Oh, I was
I
gonna say
mean-
the Game of the Year podcast is always one of my favorites because I'm like, oh, I should have played all these. I didn't.
Those were always a lot of fun. And actually, literally, Greg just asked about that like yesterday. Like, hey, can we do one like a virtual one, getting people together to do like because that's one of the things we've done. I think we've done it pretty much every year.
Goatee of the year, man.
Goatee of the year.
Goatee of the year.
And people
Goatee of the year.
come in with it. It always leads to some cool discussions, and we've definitely had times where we all like. It's insane to even think of it now. We had like 20 of us like packed into the sound booth, and it was like hot and ridiculous, but we were just like having fun, and like it was crazy.
Oh, wild dwarven jester in chat.
I know we've touched on it.
Goatee of the year.
How
Dale.
many of the guys in this chat now were introduced to the space through like a game jam and like became hooked on it?
Yeah, I came from a game jam. That was it, apparently.
We got a whole bunch of interested people in the chat still, and I just wanted to impress that upon them. I was like, you do not need any innate computer skills or programming skills or anything like that coming to the table. All you got to do is want to create video games, and the people in the game space are going to team up with you and help you accomplish your goals and like get you to where you need to be. So
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely. I mean, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but my first game jam, I came
Let's
in only
go,
knowing how to
team
write
mod.
dialogue, and I worked with Ryan and a bunch of other people, and, you know, the dialogue that I wrote for that game ended up being used in, you know, one of the main game mechanics, and Ryan took the dialogue and made an amazing, like, music track as well for the title screen. So, you know, come in and whatever skills you have, like, they're absolutely useful, and, you know, we'll teach you everything.
Yeah, I think
Well, and we
Dave's
did our
in,
first. Oh, go ahead.
I think Dave's in here now, and he came through on a jam, was like one of his first events. I know that there's a bunch of people that like their first kind of thing they Mark talked about it earlier. It's like, I'm gonna go see, I don't know anybody, like what's even gonna happen. But we've seen so many times where people come in and then, like, you know, if they get on a team and they start making a thing, it's kind of amazing how quickly like they realize how everything's so collaborative. Like everybody's usually pretty cool and inviting, and you're trying to make cool fun things, so that's always
The
awesome.
best part about a game jam is like you don't have to like do this like awkward like approach every single person there and see if they want to work with you. You just get into a group, everybody doesn't know everybody, and you're all just trying to come together, collaborate, make a game, and that's like the greatest icebreaker. And it's so easy to just kind of like get into a group and start making friends like passively, and through the art of creation, through the art of just like trying to come up with ideas. And it's a really great icebreaker to socially just meet other people who can help you in the future become better at doing what you want in game dev as well. So
For sure.
Yeah.
We
Just
also
a shout out real quick
to Oddsy.
TV came in with the donation.
Thank you.
Thank you
Team
very
Odd.
much. Thank you for the dollars and for evening that number out, because it was awful before.
Yeah.
Evening it out.
Well,
I'm glad that
Much better.
team
at
team
least three of us
Odds,
started
terrible.
shouting for Oddsy at the same time.
Oddsy, I see what you did,
Thank you,
Oddsy.
Oddsy.
Thank you.
I came in to the space from a game jam when you guys were in the golf dome,
Mhm.
like back
Yeah.
in the and I brought donuts, and there was like way more donuts than humanly possible to eat by the amount of attendees there, and I felt the shame for coming late with donuts.
I wanted to say, because I see Dale in chat, like I think my favorite experience so far is actually Dale ran a adventure game night for one of the arcade nights where we all played these adventure games he found collaboratively. And like I enjoyed the game jams and everything, but that was the point where I realized it was also just a community of like-minded people who just liked this stuff, and
Yeah.
with a bunch of like sub-communities who like different things. And like, as someone who moved to Buffalo and didn't know anybody and had tried various things that weren't working out, that was the part that really sold me that, hey, there's this place where people legit enjoy games and can work on them. Also, Global Game Jam, it's virtual this year. It's the end of January. We will be running it. We did our first virtual game jam. That was actually a pretty big success. I see K Murstar says that you want to make a game, join the game jam. We'll help you do it. Like people were saying, whatever your skills, we'll find, something you can do. And
Kat, you
know,
could definitely do it. You definitely fit in. You should definitely attend a virtual one. It's
Yeah.
you're going to be able to communicate just as well through Discord as you will in person. So.
Yeah, the vibe is a little different than like the in-person ones, of course, but like it's different, not in like a bad way. It's just different. It's
Chill.
I definitely feel like it's
Yeah,
more
it's real chill.
more chill than the standard ones, but that's cool as well considering circumstances.
I eat way better because donuts and no, not actually. I eat worse in the fact that I don't actually eat because I just sit here and work. But I'm not eating pizza and wings and stuff. So
Well, you got to get your
So-
apple and water in,
Oh.
and
Yeah,
Hang
I
out with
mean,
your gang.
oh,
Mark's repping it.
for whatever
yeah,
reason,
my,
I feel like
my favorite memory is definitely from the game jam. The first game jam I did was we made that scary dungeon game where the killer comes closer to you. As it gets closer, the music gets like more intense. So like I got like a group of people to go out in the hallway. We just recorded like making some like creepy like chorus sounds basically to go with it, and it came out pretty cool.
I remember
I'm
that.
sure everybody
No,
thought it was really weird.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Like you talk, that's funny. Like I forgot about that, but you calling that out as a moment because, like, yeah. So we're having this game jam. This was like the last global game jam, I think. And at one point, like half the room like walks out the door, and they all like go out into the hallway. And everybody who didn't go out the door is kind of like looking around, like, well, whatever, we're just working. And then you just hear like, oh, like this like creepy, like everybody's making this really loud, creepy choir sound in the hallway, and it was super loud, and everybody's like, "What the hell is going on?" But yeah, that was funny, and that game ended up coming out pretty cool.
And there's that's another good point to make is like everybody like always thinks that it's all this like computer work or like intense artwork, but there's so much like analog process that you guys employ at these game jams, like recording people out in a hallway or using cardboard as your sprites in the game, and like you can get super creative with making these game jam games, and it's just like an easy icebreaker and introduction into how a game gets designed start to finish. So.
We showed the one earlier. We played Triple Threat earlier, and the sound effects of like Anthony being like for like all the car sounds and everything. It was ridiculous.
It doesn't even have to be a computer game. Like Mark was mentioning, his Peacock Block was kickstarted. There was that game jam where they had the zombie graveyard game where you had to like flick the little characters, and they were all like
Mark Punch.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Mark Punch.
Shout out to
Mark
Zombie
Punch.
Block. That I think that was Greg and
Monster Block. Yeah, Greg
Monster
and Ingrid.
Block.
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg and Ingrid made that. That game was really fun.
That was a cool board game.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Also, I will extra shout out to Janice. I seem to recall Saturday night dinners were pretty good.
Yeah.
Also, the connections I made, like with the other people in my team that I was working with on this game, the different people with different talents and different experience levels, are people that I still keep in contact today, and talk about projects or work on projects together with them. So that's been really cool to have to make that connection with people in the community through just one time going, the first time going, and say, okay, this is what I want to do.
For sure. And
I was quasi joked about it earlier, or maybe didn't joke about it, but 60% of my friends are from the game space, right? It's just.
Well, it's also when you're
there's 3 of them on the call right now, and you guys can figure it out.
But yeah, I mean,
sorry, Anthony.
To a map.
To be fair, we haven't played disc golf all year, so I don't know if I fall into the friends bucket anymore.
I need my mask. Yeah, I've done a lot of solo disc golf this year. I haven't played with barely anyone.
But yeah, I mean, the contacts, but it's like that's part of the community too, is that it's like this odd lightning rod of creative people that like you immediately have so much in common with just by having like a creative like bent about you and like being interested in like making stuff. Like I think is just, and then games in particular, there's so much there that like there's a lot of common ground with a lot of people who show up. We don't have a lot of people who show up and be like, oh, I thought I was going to come here to play tennis. Like, what are you guys up to? It's like people who come in the door have a general similar mindset of like what they're trying to get into, and that mindset typically is generally pretty chill people. So that's got a lot that's going for us, which is nice.
Yeah. I mean, as much as we're hyping up the game jams too, I think my favorite things are actually anytime we can do a launch party, anytime someone actually releases a game, no matter what it's for, or what consoles, or Steam, or mobile, or whatever. Like, someone in our community finished the thing and put it out there, and that's always, in my mind, the best thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's so hard. TJ, he's here.
What's your favorite BGS moment? Quick, don't think.
If you want to keep that going, we're only $216.67 away from hitting this new donation cap. So
and
let's go.
There's definitely not going to be another one after it.
Let's go. Yeah. So no, Anthony was jumping. Say that again, Anthony. Put him on the spot again.
TJ, don't think. Just answer. What's your favorite BGS moment?
I mean,
Don't think.
I mean,
I know mine.
It's a tie for a lot of the jams, like just like that's when I've been there the most,
I know mine now. It was at a game jam. Stevie was there. He was playing Zelda music on an accordion on the floor, and I was so stressed out. And I don't know what I was working on, but I was just like so stressed. And then I walk in from the bathroom, and Stevie's just playing Zelda music on an accordion. And I was like, "This place is awesome. This is so cool."
That could have been Peter Pantsless, because I remember this.
I think
as
it was
well.
Yeah.
Because on the floor a lot.
that was like early on when I met Stevie too, and I'm just like, he's just laying on the floor playing this a bunch of Zelda tunes all day. I'm like, I love this guy, and then he slept.
Then he went to sleep, man.
So many Stevie stories I'm that way.
Talked about
I
Go ahead.
I can narrow it down a little bit.
All right, go.
When I was hosting when you brought back the arcade nights, and I did the rhythm game one, where we set up Rock Band on the big projector screen, and I was testing it out, and I was just playing Ram Ranch on the guitar, just like.
I think I have a picture. I think I have a picture of that exact moment. I think I have a picture of that exact moment.
Dwarven Jester evens it
Dale.
out. Come on, Team Chaos, let's go.
Team even.
Is that really even though? That's a 1.
There's a 1 there.
Right?
It's $1 with even
Even
cents.
feeling.
I heard Team Chaos getting thrown around on the FGC side. I don't know if there's multiple Team Chaoses, but yeah, TJ, I remember that. That was a great arcade night. There was a spot in there. I have a GIF of it. It's one of my favorite things I've captured there. With like, there was like 15 people doing like the Let's Dance with like Michael Jackson thing, and they were all doing it together. And there's like a little GIF of like everybody doing it together. Like, it was awesome.
Oh,
What?
Kendall.
Out there.
Kendall, jeez.
Anti-chaos.
Kendall
Incredible.
crushing another goal. She's just like, you guys keep putting goals in front of me. I have to destroy them.
Get another one up there.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna change.
Donate $1 and break Team Even's heart.
Oh my
Thank
god!
you, Kendall.
We got like
Thank
you.
we got a half hour left and another goal down. What do we dare even put up for a half an hour? Good lord! Wow.
Oh wow!
I just
Kendall, you absolute
realize
unit.
it got
It's
that
the
late
chat
already.
says.
memes aside, I just want to thank everybody again, especially the people who've hung in there for hours, just supporting us and keeping us going and stuff like that. It's this has been great. This has been the best fundraising experience I've ever had through GameSpace. I've been through a lot of.
Yeah. Remember last charity stream we did, Quasi? I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm not going to knock it, but
I spent 90% of it in the banana suit.
I know you did.
That was actually
Whereas this one is where you should have.
Where's your banana suit?
That was actually what made me retire the banana suit. Was that experience?
That was crazy. People threw money in chat to get you to put on the banana suit, and you did it. And
people threw money in real space, in real world. People were throwing money at me.
Yeah, well, Mark was like standing behind you, like throwing wads of cash at you.
I mean, that's what I do with Quasi.
But that was a great jam, though. Like, yeah, Quasi did we did a jam where he streamed.
Right, and
he streamed the jam live and made a game on the stream.
Not only was I streaming the jam live and trying to raise money, I was also making an online multiplayer game in 48 hours. That was great.
That was a good one. That was I made Gibson at that one. Anthony made an awesome track, and we're all like, we're using this one for our game.
Yep. Best song ever.
Yeah, it was good in Gibson.
Sure. Speaking of Anthony Game Jam stuff, I need an MP3 or WAV for that. X gonna give it to you.
I have it somewhere. I tried to upload it to SoundCloud, and right away it took it right down.
Yeah.
Where did that $3 come from? I haven't seen an update.
For what?
Somebody must have updated the number.
Outside donation, yeah.
Not sure.
Outside donation, $2 to get
Mirthstar. K Mirthstar is asking about that banana suit, though. You can't find it? Is that what you said?
No, I no longer own a banana suit. I had something that was better than a banana suit, and that wasn't no clothes at all. But I can't find it because I just moved into this apartment, and I had it hung up in the closet. And I was like, why do I have this thing hung up in the closet? I'm never gonna wear it. So I boxed it up and put it in the attic, and now I can't find it.
What do you have that is equally humiliating that you can put on right now?
He's like a chicken suit.
Equally humiliating.
I think you need to just cosplay Peter Pantsless.
No,
I was gonna say
we've made it all the way through the day. We don't need to get taken down now.
Yeah,
Who says he's not?
Just
Who says he's not?
Quasi's gonna change his last name to Tubin.
Do you think we get a DMCA for a cover of X Gonna Give It To You if you streamed it?
Yeah, don't do anything.
I'm not gonna
play with it.
Music, yeah.
I'm trying to find it right now, though.
I don't want to risk even streaming the music we paid for in our game.
Yeah. It's risky because a lot of it's not Twitch; it's just automated stuff just being taken down or banned for.
Forget waiting for you to get it on your own. X is going to deliver it to you. Knock, knock. Open up the door.
It's dangerous.
Let's see how far we can get into the song.
What are you doing, man?
With the donation.
And we've been taken off. We've been taken offline.
Did it in fact?
Sounds like BGS Extreme gonna not give it to us. So. Bye.
Wow.
Which jam was that?
That was BGS Jam 9. It was 8 or 9.
10, wasn't it?
Oh, X was.
I think it was 10, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Because
It was 10. I found the folder.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I found it.
Oh, the X. I was thinking of the other. Yeah, the streamed one was like 8 or 9 because it's retrofuturism.
Oh no, yeah, X gonna give it to you.
Yes.
Ryan, chat wants to know what you're drinking.
Apple juice.
Yep, it's a good call. Got water.
It's like Apple Water Gang, just like mixed.
That's like the ultimate Apple Water. It's like Apple Water Gang to go.
So that's not what Apple Water Gang stands for. None of this mixing of the apple and the water. They have to be tangible.
Breaking the rules.
I only ate 3 apples.
Oh no!
Oh, Kai at 7, donating the $1.
$1
the bit.
Whatever the
Flip
current
the bit.
sum is.
$1, Bob.
Team Chaos to get $2 on that number.
So thank you to our sponsors.
Yes.
Yeah. Been shouting that out all day.
Kendall.
The house plants and happiness, throwing it down. Yeah, for real. All the big donators and all the small donators too. Like the sponsors coming in big with like the matching funds. We had different. I know it was confusing when we put up the stuff earlier because the way it was kind of set up, we were tripling like the first 5 to get to 15, then we were doubling the next 5 to get when we got to 20. But people putting stuff up to make that happen, and big thanks to OneLink, big thanks to ACV, big thanks to our generous benefactor to be named at a future date. Big thanks to Kendall. Big thanks to everybody who's been on stream all day, even the people that were donating $1 in strange numbers. Like literally every little bit adds up to do an amazing thing.
Great job.
And even if you didn't donate anything and you watched our stream and you enjoyed it and you learned more about the game space and you're going to support it in the future, thank you.
Big time.
Also, even if you donated, you can always become a member. If you go to our website, we have memberships of varying levels that are recurring.
That is how we stay open. Membership.
That is the key thing, and I'm serious. If it's something that's interesting, again, a lot of our stuff like this is free, but having that makes a big difference to our budget. And when we open again, because we're getting to the when point of this. Well, you laugh, but I remember saying, I remember doing that last arcade night.
Sorry, Matt.
Big donor. Big donor.
Donation came in. What happened? I missed it.
Chaos.
$11. $111.
So we have a couple more. Give me 1 second. I decided to look at the thing again, and here comes. I'm just gonna copy this.
Base.
Oh, 111 is actually just 7 in binary, so. Yeah.
It's true. That's how you give all access to all your files.
It's G and
That is true as well.
Shamad 111 777.
Yeah, G and hex is like I. It goes to like an entirely different complex plane.
It wraps around. It becomes 0.
Cassiopeia. $25.
Man, we got constellations open here donating. We got everything.
Full of stars, man.
Oh man, I almost made that reference earlier when you were doing flashy stuff on the Atari 2600.
That's such a good movie.
Japanese jazz fusion band myself.
Matt, my biggest takeaway from this game is that
Sanitax
220.
Yeah, see, Nomad knows.
What
Holy
is
crap.
up, Sanitex? Thank you, Sanitex LLC. Thank you so much. and Cassiopeia dropping. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Keep the hype going. It's been a long day. The hype is
amazing.
It's been a productive day.
A little bit.
Wow.
No, I didn't. It exceeded all expectations today, and thank you everybody for helping set this up, and everybody for hanging in there. I mean, a number of us have been here since 12. So.
Yeah. Yes.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
I can feel like the room is like noticeably hotter in my room than it was when I started the day because the computer's just been jamming all day long. I haven't opened the windows. I've just been stuck in here. But yeah. So, wow. I don't even know what to say next. Like, this is just awesome. It's an awesome show of support all day long. Awesome stories. Awesome kind of... What's next? Like, where do we go from here? Like...
I gotta say my specific energy right now, and it's not the time for this, but I really feel like going to a diner an all-night diner.
Yeah,
I wish we could, man. Like, it's just like you're really starting to.
What?
Damn.
You monster!
Yeah, HHHH.
You monster!
Celebratory scrambled eggs.
Oh,
We're
good Lord.
$1 short.
$1.
I already helped hit a goal, so
$1
no,
short.
I'm not catching up to Kendall today.
$1.
What today has
Amazing.
accomplished, aside from making all the work that we put into this worth it? It's made sure, it's ensured that we're going to be there when this ends, so that everybody can resume and get back to the new normal, and that means a lot.
Yeah,
to everybody at the game space.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a rough time for everybody right now. All Looty dropping the the $1.
Oh, there we go.
Couldn't let it just
The
be.
combo breaker.
I want to know how many people were just punching. How many people were about to drop $1 on us to get that over? We're gonna get another $1 to go 501, aren't we?
Looks like you already did.
There's a few.
502.
502.
All right, Dollar Tree.
502 means the server is down.
This is not the strip club, guys. Come on, hold those
Even.
ones.
People are
Don't hold those ones. Give them all to us.
I'll take those ones.
Yeah,
make it rain.
that's fine.
Well, Fudge, what you were saying about like hard times and stuff.
Bonk 2222, throwing down the $1.
I think part of our worry here is we know it's like a hard time for people and resource wise and everything. So the fact that people could step up at this time, like again, means a lot. Which I know we're saying a million times, but that's because it's legit, and everything has gone so much better than we expected after planning this for months and months. That it just makes a huge difference, both short term and long term, because now we don't have to panic. We don't have to do anything urgent. We don't have to be like, okay, do we have to make decisions? I mean, because these are conversations we were having at some point. Like, okay, what do we do about the space? Do we need a different space? Like, how do we handle it?
Well,
and this buys time for a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kite inspired.
Nice. Everybody's shooting the money gun at it now. It's raining ones. I love it. I'm not gonna downplay it. Dollar Train is rolling. But yeah, it's, you know, just to kind of reiterate to everybody, like, you know, we understand that it's a tough time. You know, it's uncertain. It was a crazy space. So we didn't know what people were gonna be able to step up with. And I think even earlier in the whole pandemic and everything, we were kind of even hesitant to even bring things like this kind of up and like ask, because we knew everybody was dealing with their own stuff. So we really kind of tried to take a back seat in the beginning. But as it kind of became clear that, you know, this wasn't going to end immediately, and we needed to be able to come up with a way to kind of move on but still try to hit our mission. So we kind of came up with, we're going to do these virtual meetups. We're going to do game jams virtually.
I was going to donate this to make it an even $26,500, and even though we reached
Guy,
that,
appreciate the donation.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Another one.
That nomad, Mark.
That's not even me.
It says
It says it-
definitely marked
it's-
orange.
Definitely marked
Yeah,
Zorg.
it's, the name's right there. Don't, I
Yeah.
know what I'm reading.
Yeah, suspect. It's definitely Mark.
Definitely wasn't me. I was dollar trained. I did the dollar.
Net Nomad dropping another $1. Hell yeah.
Best forever. Thank you.
I love that to
BGS
end our stream. We're going
forever.
to be making it rain with ones.
Yeah, this is making me think we should get an ATM for the space.
Yeah.
Hang on, get dollar.
Gives dollars for the snack bar.
So now it's just become everybody pay $1 to give a silly name on the stream, and people will
Washington,
willingly drop $1 to be
Washington.
renamed.
I donated that one to make up for a pack of ho-ohs I probably forgot to pay for at some point.
I mean, yeah, we need
There you go.
to cover that snack tray. I think we did empty. I think we cleared off the snack tray before we left, so there wasn't anything sitting there, just like being like
Thank God.
a Twinkie, just like sitting there, making it through a year of being sitting on the shelf.
What was on that snack tray that wouldn't make it a year?
I mean, we tried to go with non-perishables for this reason, but yeah, it's a good question.
I
We
don't
didn't
know.
want to chance it.
Twinkie shelf life is a lot lower than you think.
It is.
Well, it's official shelf life.
Zombieland taught us that
I'm
one.
hungry, and it's a game jam.
Kendall, you're in the chat. You can talk. You're still using the chat.
Yeah, I'm not going to do
But
the
it's okay,
voice,
you
but
can
in
do
the
your
words- In
Go
the
ahead.
words of
Listen,
Pooh, silly
I talked it up
customer, you
earlier.
cannot hurt a Twinkie.
Oh, City Gaming, which is Defend the North, Andy donated, but did he do it through the other link? Can we check?
Let me check. And apologies to anybody who's used the other link where we have to kind of go check it. It's just not
And
live
what's up,
like this
Andy?
one.
Thank you for tuning in.
We do have the ability to grab these. I don't see anything new yet, so I'm just letting you know. There's nothing new yet.
Oh, you were Sanitex.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Sanitex
you.
dropped a big donation. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andy.
For
I had no
sure.
idea it was you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been erring on not like putting up people's real names. Snack bar debtor. Then you probably need more than $1.
Is it pronounced dollar or doya?
Yeah. After this fundraiser, I expect a exotic and robust snack bar when I return to this game.
Only the fanciest nutty bars.
Yeah, if
Swiss
we can
rolls.
do this again in a year, then we're gonna get an upgrade at the snack bar.
We already had brand name soda. What the hell more do you want? Brand
It's
name
true.
soda.
I mean,
Hey,
we
you
bought
laugh.
it-
I mean,
want
Craig,
it
you
better
laugh.
to
It's a
me.
thing.
Swiss cake rolls for life coming in with $1.
Oh my
want you
gosh,
to pour it in
Buffalo
a
Game
glass.
snack bar. That's genius.
Oh goodness.
Oh wow, it just keeps coming. I mean,
Chocolate
I love it.
fountain.
Have we
Yes.
considered? I mean, successful businesses
Oh.
often pivot.
Oh no!
Why do we not pivot?
There we go.
$1
Let
and
chaos
11.
reign.
Let chaos reign. They say, you absolute madman.
I feel
Or-
like
or
a-
woman. What?
I feel like a chocolate fountain probably isn't that expensive to run. Like we really could have one at a jam if we wanted. It's
Or a
like
fruit punch water fountain.
well,
Fruit punch water fountain.
oh, like one of the ones they used to have in. Oh, we should get one of those cafeteria things with just like the red drink
The
and then the other
spinning,
red
like-
drink.
Yeah.
A margarita machine.
Let's just stock
Not
it
a
with some
snack,
Capri
still
Suns.
Slurpees, machine, soft serve, the whole thing.
Capri Suns.
A Loganberry fountain.
Everything in
But
the
with
space
real
is
Logan
stained
berries.
stained forever.
Just
So-
an omelet bar. Just like cooked to
Constant
order.
Just opening a diner then, just going back to your original thought.
Yeah. That's,
So sorry, what were you saying, Kendall?
So I've already dropped 2,400 in here. You guys deserve every penny of it. I actually set aside 3,000 for tonight. So this one's for you guys.
Damn, Kendall.
What?
I'm increasing the goal. Hold on.
What?
wait.
What? Kendall.
You're
Amazing.
Hey, thank you so
I-
much.
we owe you a song. We need to sing for you.
Do it.
Yeah, let's sing that song we all rehearsed, guys. Remember? All right, 1, 2, and now.
Everybody starts singing a different song. Singing a song for Kendall.
You are the best BGS.
That's dancing, TJ, not singing.
It's terrible.
I require
Sorry.
chocolate at the snack bar at all times.
I hope
thank
it
you.
was worth it, Kendall.
Very much. Very, very much.
Mark Zorn's neighbor. $1.
There's still 11 cents in the chat, and it's driving me crazy. Where's the
It
where
makes
does
it really hard for you to catch up, man.
team order
Wait,
needs to
we need a
reign?
goal.
Order must reign.
Team order, can we get 89 cents, please?
Come on, team order, even this thing out.
I don't know. There's 5 ones at the end of that. That's pretty ordered.
Yeah, right.
Somebody figure out a way to get the API to crash and donate fractions of cents. Make it forever.
2020.
2020.
Cast it into the depths.
Kill it with fire.
Yes, cast it into the depths. Batman doesn't approve this one. I'm gonna take Batman's thumbs up back on that one. But thanks, Ludi, for real. That's awesome.
Oh, I think Ludi's thing didn't get counted because the thing was resetting. Hold on. Fix that.
Thank you. First donation.
Insanity. What are you pushing it up to now?
Just 27.5.
Oh, just.
Sliver needs to be filled.
I'm telling you, we have 13 minutes to surpass the Kickstarter. So.
Well, I mean,
what's the official number on the Kickstarter?
Well, we raised
I
40,400, I think was the final Kickstarter number. Whether how much we got out of that is a different story. But it
And
was
I have heard
closer.
rumors that if we pass the Kickstarter, we're open to North Tonawanda Game Space.
That's true.
With dedicated snack bars.
It's just a snack
Complimentary
bar.
banana costumes.
It's just a snack bar. It's actually just a cart that's outside the golf dome. It's just a cart. That's by
Just a
so
coffee
so
location.
so. I'm just gonna throw this out just because of the vibe right now. I just want to throw one of the things that I think some of the people who didn't get to experience the early dome space was we had a back room in the dome thanks to some really awesome people. So like to this day I'm thankful to the people that run the golf dome there, the companies that are working out of there, that ran the sports zone and the bar in there. They were pretty much all really cool with us. They really liked what we were doing back there, and they kind of gave us a place to call a home before we had a home. And with that, we kind of had our own back entrance that was by a dumpster that we would roll up
Way
to
to make it sound great.
we'd roll up to this dumpster entrance. It had no doorknob, it had no window, it had no nothing. So it was really kind of like this weird kind of secret club that like we would tell people like, no, go to this back door, and people are like, what is happening? Like, where am I going? There's a dumpster back here. There's no window. There's no sign, and they have to go back and just like out of faith, just like knock on this flat metal door, and then it would pop open and it'd kind of just be like, oh hey, come on in. And then inside we'd have like arcade games going and people would be making stuff and be like, oh crap, what's going on back here? And I always thought that was a really, it seems insane to talk about it, but that's exactly how it was. And it became like that was home.
Yep.
We would creep in this back door and like that was our in and out, and it was
There's
Do you
literally
remember
a
when,
picture on the website of the back door with like an arrow pointing to it to let you know where to come.
Do you remember when drunk people would wander in from the sports zone area into
Yeah.
the side door in the actual building and just kind of be like, what's going on in here, guys?
It was kind of like there was a weird thing about it where it was kind of like that Wayne's World thing where like people would be in the sports zone, like there were people who were just like a customer there. They're at a bar and there was like there was a door just on the thing. It was just, it had a little sign on it. It's Bustle Game Space, and every once in a while, some courageous drunk person that wasn't a dev would just like open the door to like the game space, like to people making games, like music's blasting, people are like playing games and like making stuff and doing art, and they'd kind of open the door and be like, "What did I just open this door into?" It was kind of like, I've always wanted to open a door and like just show people training. Yeah. Like that's kind of what it was. You'd see like the confusion on their faces. They'd be like, "Can we help you?" They're like, "No, just wanted to know what was in here," and they'd shut it, and then they'd go back to their friends like, "What the hell's going on back there?"
I just love showing up to that space, like never knowing what was going to be around the corner. There would always be some kind of like weird new equipment, or they'd repurpose a room out of nowhere, and then everything would be rearranged.
Team Odd.
Team Odd's up $1.
Team Odd throwing down the dollar, although I do appreciate that Team Order, the real team, the true team, has evened out the cents. So
yeah,
only true team is.
Can we talk about the fact that we have 60 viewers still donating money at 11:50 p.m. at night? And when I thought this would be like dead, we'd just be talking to ourselves.
After an entire day, like how many people in chat have been here for hours? Like if you're in chat and you're hearing it, just like an emoji, a number,
This
anything,
should
just
even
post
things
something in
out.
chat if you've been here for hours.
Definitely Elfsong Cavern and K Murstar, which is Rachel and Kat. Thank you guys so much for leading the hype train for like the past 5 hours.
For real.
Tracking.
For real,
We've
even
been at,
after like the post-dinner dip when we're all kind of like starting to get tired out, there's like fresh folks coming in with some real hype. It was key.
We've been around 50 to 60 pretty much the entire time. Like some go up, but it's been incredibly stable.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's all those.
The question
virtual
is though, the
machines.
question is, in the next 9 minutes, can we raise $363.11? That's the real question.
What? There's 87 cents in there now? I missed Team Chaos coming back in.
That was all TJ.
TJ, did you drop order and then Chaos? You're an absolute madman.
He's true chaos.
That's why he doesn't have many lights on there right now.
Chaotic
either.
neutral.
He's trying to like shroud himself in darkness.
He's the wild card.
I cut the brakes.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Gotta let the wild card do his.
Gotta let the wild card do his thing. It's right.
Wild cards be wild carded.
Wayne said, "TJ giveth, TJ taketh away."
TJ Wilden.
Chaotic neutral.
TJ Wilden from Kendall.
TJ Wilden is his game dev name.
Certainly
Power
should
Chair
hang out.
Space Cowboy 2 calls for anarchy. Let's go. 7 minutes of anarchy.
We live in a society.
Do
I
we,
guess.
TJ?
TJ, can you please make that pencil disappear?
Oh God. It's Violet.
No, wait, don't.
Wow.
I don't want to know how you got those scars.
All right. So, wow, we got 7 minutes left. I feel like we could just keep rolling, but we've been going for so long. So, I just want to really thank everybody again. I know I've been a broken record about it, but it's warranted. Like, really. Like, this has been awesome. It's been crazy. The support is overwhelming, and I can't thank everybody who's kind of followed us through this whole thing. Like, it's nuts. I'll just throw it to the rest of the group. Like, I feel like I've been talking a lot, and like, but everybody else has been chiming in with some really cool stuff. Like, anything else that happened today that you just want to call out of, like, you know, we all know, you know, that Kendall is dropping bombs, and our sponsors have been awesome. But like, is there anything else that you saw today, or something that you think that didn't get called out that should have been called out, that we should rectify that before we go off?
I saw an amazing community coming together to support a place they love, and I don't think we can undercut that at all.
Well said.
Yeah, Kendall, 100%. That was like the whole jam for me. Watching this all day, just seeing how stoked people were and how much everyone cares about each other. Like,
Even Steven.
that definitely.
Yeah. Sorry, Super Danny Stone coming in with team order. Thank you. Sorry, Clark, go ahead.
Yeah, but
well, Elfsong Tavern came in with $1.02.
What?
That's so awesome. Thank you, Elfsong.
I'm embarrassed.
How is this gonna end?
I'm sorry, Danny. She's like, no.
I think
The real question
I think we should
is just how will it end.
Sorry.
I think we should watch that video.
I think we'll put the video
That's
on.
a good idea.
You want to play it while we're all sitting here and watch it, or you want
Sure.
to?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, don't we need like a slideshow and then like everyone's like, yay?
We play Green Day over it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say yes. What graduation song?
Just to be clear, Green Day wasn't an option at my high school thing, but
Yeah, and also we get taken down. So
Yeah.
Yeah, if we want the season desist, please play Green Day.
So I'll reiterate my statement. I don't know what. How can I get the? I don't think I can play the video and have us still be able to talk with it.
If you
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you can. You just gotta turn the source in your sources. If you go all the way to the bottom, you'll see the actual video source, and you can turn that all the way down. So the source will, and then turn your desktop audio up.
It's something that you couldn't predict, but when it's done, it's correct. I hope that this was the best time that you've had this entire time that you've been alive here.
Eloquent, DJ. Very poetic.
It's the bootleg version.
Yeah.
Write that. That's amazing.
Actually, how about this? How about Ryan? Why don't you just give me that video and I'll just play it?
my dad says get a job, but he really likes the one he has right now.
Dude, I love this midnight energy that everybody brought, though. It was we definitely didn't like go out with a whimper, and it was a very strong finish. So that's very interesting for a stream. I loved it.
Team Even, what's up? I'm a big fan of Team Even these days. I'm telling you guys, I'm rooting Team Even.
I mean, Team Ryan's pretty good too.
Yeah, Team Ryan's amazing.
You know, I was Team
What?
Even, but I think I'm Team Odd now. The symmetry is too much. We need the
Trying to
chaos.
find you a link, Butch. And I'm on my other account
Amazing.
here on this
Did that-
computer.
I can get it, Ryan. I have it.
Did that?
Thank you.
Did that go into the total? Did we just hit the goal again? No.
Not yet.
We are $209 short of another goal.
Triple zeros in the sense, though, are really staring at me. I don't know what Team Odd's doing. There we
Elf
go.
Song Tavern. Hit him.
Nice.
Hit him with the backward E.
Oh, more!
Hit him with
Also,
the backward
thanks again to
E.
our sponsors, ACV, OneLink, and the company that shall not be named until they might be named, which we'll know fairly soon.
Voldemort donated to us?
Oh, dang. Quasi, did you send that to me in Discord? Shoot. Well, I can't.
I don't have
Make
any
you one
other.
of us.
I can't look at it without giving it my Discord.
Oh, yeah. I can send it. Where do you want me to send it to? I can send it
Just
right
link it
away.
to me in an email and I'll download it from there. And then I'll
Link
do
it to you in an email. Not what I expected, but I got it.
Yeah, it says Slack. Slack still exists.
Yeah, we could use
Never
Slack.
heard
I was
of
gonna
that.
say that, but yeah.
I don't even have that in my bookmarks. Don't be crazy.
Bookmarks. You use it on the web?
No. What do you use it on? All right, email it to you.
Kendall's calling for the 716 donations.
Cook,
Where can we get 'em?
YASHETH,
Gotta
Chog,
rep
Nog,
Buffalo.
WUNYKA.
314. Yog Sagoth.
I feel like I'm in that song. You guys remember that song where they call out area codes? That's what
No.
this feels like.
What
You know.
song?
Is it
I
by
think it's called
Ludacris?
area codes.
Ludicrous.
Oh. No.
It does sound ludicrous.
TJ's cover of Green Day, I just imagined him Google translating through like 3 languages back to English.
Yes.
Did you send it to BGS, Quasi?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be really good for like a TJ like humor generator. Good work. I'm gonna translate this song. Let's go.
As soon as there's a machine that can do what I do, I'm done. I'm just going to walk into the dirt with all my pets, like King Tut.
Don't do it to
Who
him.
he did?
King Tut's your pet?
It's a pretty great name for a cat. This is my cat, King Tut.
I could never name a cat King Tut. All cats are girls. All dogs are boys.
I like Elf Song Tavern. Team Odd is good because it forces Team Even to match. That's not what I've been doing all day.
Bodley once told me.
Thank you,
I've
Sam.
not been playing into everyone's OCDs to make
Somebody once told me. Yes, some.
What?
The world is gonna roll me.
No, don't.
Not
This is how you.
No,
This is how you
no.
summon TJ.
Eight.
He may or may not have baked that into every letter in Go Morse Go.
Hi, Popper.
Did people not know that he did that? The absolute
I did
madman.
not know that. That's pretty brilliant.
There's a mode. There's a mode in Go Morse Go where the letters spell out that song. Like they come up. It's like S-O.
Yeah. And this is going to be the first time I say it publicly. In the options menu, if you enter ogre in Morse code, it will change all the randomly generated letters into the lyrics of "Hey Now You're an All-Star." And that's real.
That is some real shit, and TJ is a
Definitely my favorite BGS Easter egg.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, there you go. That's the real purpose of this the stream here, was to just drop that bomb right at the end.
The ultimate
Easter announcement.
Yeah, that was the unlock. That was the unlock for the $27,000 level. Congratulations.
Turns out Freedom Finger has a Rickroll mode, and
I've been sitting on that for 3 years. I've been waiting for this moment.
And I'm with the RIA.
I knew about it.
This has been a long-term investigation, and I finally got TJ on camera to admit his crime.
315 donated 716.
I mean,
thank you, 315.
I'm into both of those. I rep the 315 and the 716. I'm with it.
Is that?
I'm pretty sure you donated that, John. If I was guessing.
Nope.
I don't know. TJ's a 315 or 2.
Well,
folks talking about your dog.
It's like Syracuse.
Well, it's past midnight, if you can absolutely believe it. I feel like we've got, like Brian was saying, I can't believe we've been on this for 12 hours, and I feel like we could just keep going. It's been a long day, so we won't have everybody stay on here forever, but I'm loving the energy at the end. The Dollar Train and Team Even versus Team Odd, I will not forget. That's awesome. Thank you so much for everything. I guess as we close out, I'm going to put on Ryan's awesome sizzle reel, but we are going to stay in chat for a minute while it plays, and then we will close this thing down gracefully with, I don't know, a tear or something. I don't know what to say.
And then divvy up all of our riches and abscond to Mexico immediately.
So here we go.
We'll end it with Team Odd in the lead, actually, is the Chaos Rules.
I hope everybody kind of takes this in, and Ryan did an amazing job for this with this.
Okay, there's my hand.
Hey, there's Stevie.
Don Booty, it's the best.
Oh, see, you're watching it not delayed.
Yeah, you're
we're all watching it delayed.
You got spoilers.
I miss Don Booty.
Spoiler alert.
Not one more day.
Not one more day.
Don Booty.
I missed you.
The back of my head.
I miss Don Booty as well.
It means
He's still out there.
What up, Kendall? Brian?
Yes, that.
Tim?
Isaiah?
A whole bunch of folks.
Colby?
Hey.
Nailed it.
That jerk.
A podcast.
Distinct lack of banana suit in the sizzle reel.
Yeah, seriously.
Jared looking suspicious. Racing the beam. Thin Man.
You have to delay your speaking by like about
It's
8
freaking me out,
seconds.
Yeah. What are you, Nostradamus?
Freedom Finger.
Hey, that's my gear.
Hey, Tim. Here comes Matt.
Yes, the Net Nomad. We need to make some more BGS shirts.
Yeah, I need a new BGS hoodie rotation. I've destroyed both of them.
Yeah, we should do a swag thing. I was wearing that jacket, but I could use some other stuff. My wife keeps taking all my Game Jam t-shirts.
Yeah, another hoodie order would be. Some people have asked about hoodies in the past, recently too. So, yeah.
I will put
BGX.
it on the Trello.
BGX last year. Look at all those people. Look at all those people in that room.
That was fun. That was a really good day.
We wonder, will we ever be able to go back to this?
Someday.
Nope. But in the meantime, do you remember 22nd night of November? It's the time where we raise all those dollars. 27,311.
Kendall's song.
Shout out to Anthony for this song.
Hi.
Is the music playing, or are we just talking?
If you listen it through Twitch,
It's fine.
Oh, it is. Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm listening to the Discord item.
just play it.
I saw some happiness. Oh, there's more.
All the happiness.
I'm still on freedom.
Yeah, I'm a little delayed too. My internet's fucked up right
Drum.
There we go. That's
I very intentionally kept this very chill. This is basically a moment to just be like, hell yeah, let's listen to his guitar for now.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Willard for that solo, because he really killed it.
A lot of people commented on the solo earlier when we played it.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
Absolute shredding.
Also, I did appreciate the timing there of the Shotgun Farmers dancing and guitar playing.
Worked a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah, it was excellent.
A lot of these moments, like, I mean, even just as boards burning and stuff, I was just like, wow, like some of these things really come together in certain ways.
So this is the culmination of how many years of the Buffalo Game Space stuff.
You'd be the one to know.
Butch, breakfast if you're in Milwaukee.
I was gonna say, this time 6 years from now, we better be hitting the shit out of the park. Like, I'm proud of everything we did up until now. But...
A little Pirates action, Super Barb Kart.
Everything.
Oh man.
It just melts at the end.
And then we're all back on. And yeah, I like the three kids in the trench coat falling apart to end it. Didn't get to play that one today. That's an amazing reel. Thanks for putting that together. I think now's the time.
How many years has it been now?
For
BGS.
So we incorporated as a nonprofit in 2014, but we existed as a group for a few years before that. So we've been around for like 8 or 9 years now. 8 years, almost 9 now. Now that we're almost at the end of 2020.
Damn, I didn't know. I knew you guys in almost the entirety of your existence. I had not realized that, because you guys had always seemed like a group that existed before I came around.
So I just found the email that's when I joined the first Game Space event. It was sent on April 26, 2014.
Yeah.
To
So
the Buffalo Open Coffin Club, BGS Jam 2.
yeah, and so yeah, that was, and yeah, when we started doing BGS jams, like that was like, you know, we had been around, we had been doing stuff for like, I don't know. So that was in 2014. I think that the post that I said that I posted to Chris, that Chris saw that I posted on TIG Source. I think I posted it in the beginning of 2012. And I think that's when that went up. And so that's when we met, and then the other meetups started happening around then. And the first meetups we just did meetups. We didn't have the gall to try to run our own game jams yet. That came a little bit later. So yeah, that was the early bit. But yeah, BGS Jam 2, probably 2014. I think we incorporated in July of 2014. That would make sense, because that would have been 6 years ago this past July, and then I was president for 6 years. So yeah, about a little over 8.5 years, almost 9 years. Since the very beginning.
Name is on TIG Source. We can probably find that post.
Somebody did. I mentioned this story like a couple of years ago. I think Jared did. I said it. And Jared's like, I was telling the story, and he was like, while I was talking, he's like, I found it. But I think it was, yes, pretty positive. It was 2012. So, yeah.
Yeah, BGS 2 was May 2nd, 2014.
Yep. That was, I think, me, you, and Pismarov's first kind of foray into the BGS.
Yeah. And prior to that, I think we'd only done BGS Global Game Jam and a BGS Jam 1. I think was the only thing that we'd done prior to 2. But I mean, we had already been doing arcade nights and meetups. Yeah. Like we had been doing the game dev meetups for we did it every 2 weeks for like pretty much leading into that for a while. Tim says he came around at Squeaky Wheel. Oh man, I forgot all about that. Big thanks to Squeaky Wheel. Like when we were kind of in between stuff, we were meeting up when Squeaky Wheel was in the basement of that building, and it was leaky and it would pour water into there. And they got a much nicer space. They're on Main Street now and have a nice setup. But they had
that pre-Golf Dome, or was
it was in between when we were.
I remember we were looking at that as a potential place to move, and then it just never happened. So there was a time where we were meeting there.
Yeah, we had meetups there. They're another local art collective. They focus more on making movies and like photography and stuff like that, but they've been a supportive group. We've been so lucky to make connections. Like we're not the only people in town there. We're the only people doing like the video game angle and that kind of stuff, but there's a lot of other creative people in Buffalo. Obviously, we see just from our membership, but also even like organizations like Squeaky Wheel and stuff like that have kind of been around there.
Butch, check your messages in Discord. I found it.
No way. Well, I can't do that because you guys, I'm showing Discord right now. If I check my message,
who do I want to send
everybody will
see.
It's fine. It's fine. We don't need to get into that right now. I mean, come on.
I just think it's fun history.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you really want to dig history, I actually wrote about this all. It was featured on Gama Sutra a while back. I did a whole write up of where it started, and it was before we ran the Kickstarter. And I wrote an article on Gama Sutra that was basically like, why are we kickstarting? Like, we're not kickstarting a game, we're kickstarting a community, and like, here's why. And I think I going through the whole story, and you can find that stuff there too.
I was really hoping you were going to say you wrote it in your journal, and then you were going to read
it. I wrote a letter for today. I wanted to read it to the group.
No. We don't need to all stalk our old internet posts. That's bad.
This isn't like embarrassing or anything, man.
Whoa. Why are you afraid of this?
No.
I think this is fine. Like I'm looking at it now, and it's not like you didn't post any pictures or anything.
No. I'm just saying whatever.
I can't believe I didn't think to find it till now.
Is TIGSource still going? Is it still a thing? Do people use that? Or I thought forums were just done.
Let's see. Looks like
a lot of people.
Looks like people
still use IRC and ICQ, so never say never.
I thought that TIG had kind of moved, but I could be wrong.
There's still a regular post here based on what I'm seeing.
All right.
I'm also shocked by it. Good for them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
One way of putting this in context is Buffalo Game Space started at the same time as Star Citizen. And released a lot more games.
Released a lot more games and made a lot less money.
They haven't really.
I saw a video about that.
Yeah, this is like one ship.
All right, we're 15 minutes over time, and I just want to keep hanging out with y'all. But we've also been on here for 12 hours. Let's be respectful of let people get back to their things.
A very odd number.
Thank you to our 60-person hype army that I don't think we dipped below 50 at all for the whole night.
Not from what
We
I
hit
saw.
48. That was the lowest I saw.
Thank you all very much.
Well, then it was all a failure then.
Well, I mean, at one point when Joey brought his crew in, it was crazy for a little bit.
Like 170, yeah.
But yeah, thanks everybody for coming through. Thanks for people who had segments. Thanks for people who watched. Biggest thanks to people who donated and our sponsors, but even the people who just watched and came and kept the hype rolling. Like, couldn't have done it without you. I'm a little sad that we're ending on such an odd number. 311 spot 37. Like, get out of here.
Hey man, you gotta call original.
Team Odd, represent. Still odd.
Chris Soren coming through with a flat 20, keeping it odd. Team Odd.
Sleep.
Team Odd forever. Get some sleep, he says.
He's actually paying us off to go to sleep.
Team Odd.
Oh, I'll take that challenge. All right, how much more you got? Oh, I'm not going to bed yet. How much longer do I have to keep going? Yeah, but we'll let it wind down. Team Order, you let me down, but Team Odd, congratulations on your stunning victory. And thank you, everybody. This has all been a stunning victory for everybody here at BGS and the community. And, it's been an awesome day. It's been tiring and amazing. And now I'm just repeating myself. So I'm going to shut up and I'll let you guys to say some stuff. And then we'll close her out. I'll push the big red button once you guys have your say.
I just want to say apologies that I haven't been around very much today. I picked today of all day to start playing Hades, and that
it's a good game.
You know how that happens.
It's a good game. I've been enjoying it. Super Danny Stone coming in through for Team Order. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm gonna hit the end button. So there's $1. All right. There's another $1. Yeah.
Clear for the road.
What? No, the sense just changed, but I didn't see the notification. That means there's another one coming.
Oh boy.
Apple water enthusiast.
Elite.
So
Thanks
neat.
again to our sponsors, ACV, One Link Ventures,
Yeah.
Ryan, Mark.
Seriously, everybody who tuned in, supported, donated, just thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll give the
Made
quick
it worth
shout
it.
out. I'll give the quick shout out. The ACV is hiring. So if you're a developer or developer type person, come work with us.
I kind of have an interview there next week, so no.
You're saying no. Everybody, stop that.
No, we have a lot
TJ.
of open positions.
All right, awesome.
I'm
Yeah. Yes, big thanks to
Thank
One Link
you.
for throwing on the One Link challenge and ACV and our glorious anonymous benefactor company, which we hope will just when you hear this later on in a replay, maybe you'll know who to insert for this. But
We'll dub it over.
but yeah, they came through big. It was hugely helpful, and then obviously Kendall and everybody else, even like the $1.37 donations, except for maybe not that one because Team Order, but the FGC coming through like repping strong and early, and everybody. And again, I'm gonna shut up now. So other people thank things.
I
Thank
spoke my
you
piece.
to-
Everybody knows that I got incredible love and completely humbled by the support that we received today. And just thank you for putting up with all of our struggles. And it was great. I had a great time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Bri.
Thank you.
And
Oh,
to
Team
everybody
Order
in the community.
Team Order coming strong. They just evened it out.
No.
Evened it out. Nice. So yeah, Clark or who else? You guys give your thanks and stuff, and so you guys say things.
I'm thankful for my mom. What's the question? No, seriously, thank you everybody for coming out. Thanks for hanging out all this time. Thank you for all your support, all your donations, and long live Team Chaos.
No.
Yes, represent.
No.
All right.
Thank you
everyone.
to
This is
everybody. on
Imagine
this
if we got
call
stuck in this
as
loop
well.
of just like having to stay up all night because people want
Well, the problem is it's all us. We're just giving.
I will admit, I may know who the apple water enthusiast was. I'm done.
Chaos Emeralds.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
With which Team Chaos, yeah, coming through with an extra. It was already a chaotic number, and they threw another chaotic number on top of it. So that's just like double chaos. They weren't even like negating Team Order winning. They just like were throwing down on extra chaos. All right, what the?
Hey, shut it down for us.
This should even. This should even things out with a random.
Everybody, thank you for all the love.
This
Thank-
should even
Thank you.
things out.
Thanks
very much.
everybody. Thank you everybody for coming out. We are gonna shut this thing down now. Anybody have anything final to say? Everybody just wave to stream. Thank you so much.
Thank
Huge
you,
love.
you.
Thank you.
Amazing,
Amazing.
amazing
Thank
community.
you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
All right.
All right, I'm pushing the big red button. Good night, everybody. Get some
No.
sleep.